Hello, chat room. I have already picked the music for today. It is Skyrim. I love Skyrim. I love Skyrim's music. It's so good. Hello, chat. I am also live on Twitch. If you want to spam funny sound effects at me, there's a link in the description to my Twitch channel. I'll be reading both chats as best I can. The audio is weird. Yeah, let me listen to that. Give me one sec. Hold on. I have to like do that on my phone so it doesn't loop around. Okay, hi chat. I listened to the audio. I will be right back. I'm gonna try to fix that. I'll try to do that without breaking the stream. One moment, sorry. Okay, sorry. Stream's gonna die for a second. I will be back. Don't you worry. I will be back. One moment. Hello. Okay. Here we go. Is it working? Hello. Chat, tell me if the audio's fixed. I just unplugged and replugged my interface. I want to see if this ended up working. Am I live? I believe I'm live. I hope so. Maybe it's the weird software that I'm using. If it's that, then I have to not... if I have to not stream to both Twitch and... Okay, it is fixed? Okay, perfect. Oh, we're singing It's Over, Isn't It? Okay, here's the thing. I wanted to do Twitch. It was me the whole time. Yeah, it was... It works? Okay, perfect.
I've been listening to the calm Skyrim music and like panicking, trying to get the stream to like work properly. Because again, it was an audio interface issue. It was a what do you call it? It was hardware rather than the software that I'm using. So I'm using this thing again. I'll probably put like a pinned message in the chat, and I'm gonna announce this on Discord in just a sec. I'm using this software. I'm streaming to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So if you want to spam funny sound effects to me, to my stream, while we do this, on Twitch side, there's a link in the description. There are channel point rewards. You can use those to play a sound effect or text-to-speech message. And that'll play on both sides. And then after, at a certain point, I will end the YouTube stream, but the Twitch stream will still go. And I want to do that bracket fight. What do you call it? The music, the Steven Universe songs bracket fight. I want to do that so I can actually listen to the songs. Can confirm the sound effects exist. Yes, Vondell was there on Thursday and played one of them. Here, I'll play one. I'll play one myself because I have infinite points on my thing. Here we go. Cheese. I don't even know if that worked. Wait, is the music not working? Shit. I don't think the audio on this end is working. One moment. There's the Skyrim music. I'm sorry. Let's play Cheese again, or let's play Cheese. And I'll replay Cheese.
Cheese.
There we go. So yeah, come spam my Twitch chat with sound effects. Okay, let me announce this on Discord, and then we'll get to the funny Steven Universe, the funny Ronaldo video. Okay, here we go. Man, I get warnings every so often when I do like @here and @everyone on Discord, and it warns me that I'm gonna mention like a bunch of people, and I've been seeing that number go up and up and up a lot, and it's hit like 200 recently. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of people in here. I didn't like put it together how many people were joining. Mostly from the streams, honestly. It's all you guys. Take a look at this Ronaldo. Oh, there we go. Bullrito, how's it going on Twitch side? I didn't hear it because I'm on YouTube. No, you should be able to hear it on YouTube. Maybe I just don't have it turned up enough. Do I take sound effect suggestions? I probably would. If you send me some like really funny ones, I would. Looks good on Twitch. Excellent, excellent. What do we know about Ronaldo other than he's a fucking savant? Not a savant. What's the word? He's a prodigy, perhaps. He's a blogster, the Loch Ness blogster from Beach City Underground Wrestling, and he fought once and got fucking bodied by a purple puma. We can also at some point go on to Keep Each City Weird Tumblr and just read some of that, I think. Bloodstone. Man, I've watched that episode a few times, and I feel weird because I don't dislike it as much as other people seem to. It's a pretty damn bad episode because it's full of fucking nothing happening. And Ronaldo's an asshole the whole time, but it's like, I wouldn't say it's the worst episode in the show. What do you think his hair feels like? For sure greasy. I'd say that. It's fry grease. It's grease from his face, grease from his fries. Up for the Tumblr blog read. We can do that in a little bit. I remember when there was a Steven Universe behind the scenes from Cartoon Network, and in one clip someone is drawing that Ronaldo frame with anime eyes. That's pretty... I like that frame. That's like the one of the good moments in this. It's like, yes, Steven? He's so... I'd say innocent, but I guess naive is the good word. He thinks he's woke, but he's really naive. The worst part of Bloodstone was when it aired. Yeah, because they like hyped it up as if there's gonna be like this new crystal gem called Bloodstone, and no, it was fucking Ronaldo. I think everyone hated that. That left a bad taste in everyone's mouth when it aired, when it came out, for sure. Here, get a look at the, there's a lot of people who've asked in previous videos who probably haven't seen the show. There's a lot of people ask, like, very basic questions. So I have a guess that a lot of people in... who watch Gemology don't actually... or, like, actually haven't seen the show, but, like... One of the things was, like, do we ever see the Lighthouse actually functioning? And, like, a lot. Like, even episodes previously... Frybo was one where it was really foggy, and the Lighthouse, not Frybo, So Many Birthdays had the Lighthouse running because it was a foggy day. And then like later episodes of Gemology is like, do we ever see the Lighthouse? I don't know. Wasn't that episode named Rocknaldo? It was, but everyone knows it as Bloodstone. It's fine. Cartoon Network had baited Steven Universe fans so many times like that before. I can't think of any other ones. I guess, I don't know. At a certain point, past, like, Season 1 and 2, I stopped seeing previews. That was a point where I just stopped, like, watching TV... live and stuff. Like, I'd end up recording episodes of things that I wanted to see and then skip through commercials. Yeah. We never go inside the Lighthouse again after Season 1. I think you're right about that. I think we go in a few times in Season 1. Yeah, and there's a lot... I think part of the problem is with that and Pearl's Room and a lot of other... Like, the Temple overall is that they introduce so many new settings. It's a problem with characters, too. They introduce so many new settings that we don't have time to, like, return to a lot of the Season 1 settings. So Pearl's Room, the Lighthouse... like Rose's Armory, that stuff just doesn't come back. Hold on, I need to rearrange some windows so I can actually like see shit on my... I can actually read chat better. There we go. Spinel stands on the lighthouse. Yeah, but we don't go inside ever again. There's episodes where, in the future, like when Greg gets rich and he buys a fucking telescope for Ronaldo to like keep an eye out for gem invasion or whatever. Ronaldo's on the lighthouse a lot. There's a couple episodes, where when they find Lapis on the moon. That's how we find out, as Steven looks through Ronaldo's telescope. I definitely expected Rose's armory to come back. Yeah, it kind of blows. Someone commented that the crack, the cave in... I pointed out... Let me point it out. I have the episode in front of me. I can just show you. This fucking cave. Someone said this was Rose's armory, but it's not, because it's like... What was it? They teleport out, or they warp out, and then it's like this 5-mile climb or whatever bullshit. I don't know. Sneeple spotting. That is possible. Don't you mean Snursen? What? Wait, what did I say? Someone said Sneeple spotting, so I said Sneeple. I would call it, there's a hobby people do. They go in public and they do people watching, just to, I've never done this before. This seems really creepy, to, go in public and just, watch people's behavior. That seems like an odd thing to do. I guess I do it kind of passively, like at Walmart. I judge people based on what they have in their shopping carts at Walmart. Oh, follower goal on Twitch met. I got to 50. Thank you, everyone. I don't see anyone making Snur Sonas, because we don't know what a real Snursen looks like in Steven Universe, because they don't technically exist. The one person, okay, after the video came out, one person actually did make a Steven Sona. Let me see if I can get it on Discord. I was going to make one for myself. I haven't gotten to the point of coloring it in. Also, when I was trying to, then Krita crashed, which blew a little bit. Let me see the Steven Sona. Where the hell is it? Okay, this was made by Samster. Ooh. I need to dig for it. I have to save this and then drag it in from my downloads or whatever. Where the hell did it save? What is going on? Did I save it to the fucking wrong spot? Am I dumb? Let me redo that. I don't know. If I could morph, I would become a Snursen and go around creeping people. I think if you could shapeshift at all, it would be the perfect Halloween gimmick. Being able to shapeshift into fucking Frankenstein or whatever would be awesome. Steven Sonas are the new pony Sonas. Well, people would make... I said this. People would make gem Sonas. And, it was... Okay, I'm still looking for this. Did I save this to a weird location? I cannot... Let me re-download it or whatever. Save image... Okay, it is in this folder. I'm a little bit stupid. Oh, I didn't you know what I didn't? I didn't refresh the folder to actually see this thing. This is the only Steven Sona that I ended up getting, which is awesome, I think. It's just like recolor, a little bit of face changes. It's the perfect forced meme, I think. This is awesome. It's just a color swap with different accessories. Exactly. You give them glasses, you give them like a different nose, and you just kind of recolor them a little bit. This is the perfect forced meme. It's awesome. That is again, what was his name? Samster. I don't know where you can find this person's art because they just posted it to the Discord. Diamond swap Sonas. I mean, the white diamond, like colored white diamond, already exists everywhere because of in future she like turns a bunch of different colors. What is up with this crystal? This is a different angle of this big fucking crystal. Looks kind of like if Steven was fused with a lion. A little bit. I see the cursor moving around. Yeah, that's the point. Jeez. If pebbles are gems, what's stopping us from getting a literal rock gem? Hey, Stinky, thank you. Well, I mean, like, every gem is a rock, right? Like, by definition. Am I wrong in saying that? Like, a gem is a rock. A gem is a cluster of minerals, which is a rock. I don't know what the classification is. Like, you could have granite. I'm sure a granite gem exists, right? Fromage, I hear nothing here too. What is going on with the audio? Do I not have audio? Do you guys not hear background music? Someone's saying no background music? Let me see. Let me... It should be getting audio. You can hear the music? Nope. I only hear your voice. Is it just if I crank it? Here. Do you hear that? I don't want it too loud. I'll bring it down a little bit. Did I just have it really quiet or something? I don't know. Am I the only one hearing music? Do you have, like, music playing in the background? Because other people are saying they can't hear the music. They can't hear the hey stinkies, the sound effects that are playing. Okay, I just had it turned way down, I think. I'll turn it up a little bit, and I'll turn it down on my interface. I'm really bad at that. I'm sorry. If any point previously when I had music playing and you just couldn't hear it, it was probably that I just didn't have it turned up enough in the stream. I apologize for that. There should be no boss music during this one. This is chill Skyrim soundtrack. Snake people! I love this delivery that Amethyst gives for this one. It's awesome. Also, the stream might be more delayed this time. Let's try the sound effects again now. Let's see if it works. Let's play a Hey Stinky.
Hey, Stinky!
There we go. It should be good now. Rather not hear these sound effects. There's not a lot happening. And I can always turn them off. Amethyst always has great voice delivery. There was one episode, it was recent. What was it? House Guest. Where she had a really bad delivery, but I think that was the direction. Like, I just don't think there was good vocal direction for that line. Because her delivery was good for what the line was. And the line wasn't that great. Like, it could have been delivered that way, sure. She did a good job with, like, the one potential delivery that it had. Where she was, like, sarcastic about something. But... what was it? She said something like, "You'll get your powers before you know it." I think she should have been more sincere, because it would have been funny to, like, switch over to the joke of, like, "Give me a croissant." Like, you know, the you know, raise Steven up a little bit and then switch to being like, just hungry, you know, Amethyst. Amethyst's voice work and indirect kiss is really good. You can still hear her tone even when the lines are reversed. I agree. I think it's pretty good, and like her doing the reversed line where it's like, "You care about me," like all backwards, was really impressive, I think. There's only there's one line in the show that sticks out as a bad line read that should have been retaken. It's Peridot line in the barn arc. I'll probably hear it. I don't know what episode you might be talking about, but I will probably be able to tell when we get to that point. The only good Ronaldo episode is Rising Tides, Crashing Skies. I don't know. I think this episode is good. There just isn't a lot going on. Like, it's filler mostly. I think Rising Tides, Crashing Skies is also filler, but the presentation... Actually, yeah, I think this one and that one... Those two are good, I think. But that's me. What do you call it?
Hi there.
Hi there. I'm on both Twitch and YouTube. Thank you for the double viewership. What was I gonna say? I think the presentation of Rising Tides, Crashing Skies makes me... It's a filler episode, sure, but the way it's presented is so unique that it's something that I almost never skip on a rewatch. I'll probably end up saying that when we get to that episode. Because I just really like... It's probably a sentiment that's been said before. It's such a nothing burger because nothing resolves by the end of it. But, it is such a, like, interesting way they have it set up.
Hey, Stinky!
Hey, Stinky. Okay, at a certain point, either the prices get raised or I mute the sounds. I wonder what sound even tastes like. There's some... There's the hypothetical brown note. Do we know about that? The note that makes you shit yourself? That like doesn't exist, but apparently it's a note that's so low and so loud that it's the same resonant frequency as your fucking like large intestine or something. And, yeah. Look at this cool camera. This is like a proper VHS camera. This is cool. Like, this is a full-size VHS tape in there, I'm sure. I wonder what white noise would taste like. Probably like sand or like ash. I don't know. Rising Tides, Crashing Skies breaks the Steven only rule. It technically counts because Steven and the Gems are watching the documentary. Well, if you're gonna say that, then all of the Connie telling stories, or Greg telling stories, or Garnet telling stories, all those episodes also break the rule. Which I don't know. They kind of do. I like the implication that Greg is way better at telling stories than the Gems, because, you know, the Gems kind of look kind of abstract. The colors are all basically solid. But when Greg tells a story and the episode shows characters, the characters are all like fully drawn, fully colored, like exactly like a normal episode. But yeah. Why does the camera have a screen showing the front? It's one of those, it's probably one of those things that you, like, flip. You can flip forward and back. I think Petey for sure should be looking at the screen himself, but it's one of those, old camcorders that if you flip you can, like, flip the screen forward so you can do selfie mode or whatever. I had one of those. I think I still have one of those. I love Petey. I wish... I'll say it every chance I get. I wish Petey was a mainstay. I want to... As much as I miss out on, like, B-team characters, you know, Lapis, Peridot, Bismuth... I think Petey, of all characters in the show, I think Petey should have gotten more screen time. That's a weird take because he's a townie and people don't like the townies for not some reason, but for reasonable reasons. These are the cameras that people used for YouTube back in the day. Yeah, I had one of those as a kid. Not one of these specifically. Actually, my dad had one that did, like, these little micro tapes. It was a Sony. This is pretty cool. If he was a mainstay, how would he interact with Connie? I think they could do, like, a 3-person adventure. I think for adventure stories, hear me out. I think 3 is the perfect number for like an adventuring group in a fictional setting. I don't think it would have ended up being a love triangle. I think... Whoa, look at this weird coloring. But I think 3 characters bouncing off of each other is like the perfect thing for a story. I have a couple shows that I want to make someday, and for each of them, there's always like this group of 3 people. Rule 3 is the best number. Rule 3. I agree with that. They can just bounce off each other, because if one gets separated, then 2 characters can still interact and stuff. I have 3 ducks as well. Petey is Ed and Eddie coded. He feels like a perfect cartoon kid. He would... Listen, you're absolutely right. You mentioned Ed and Eddie. Petey would be the perfect, like, double D equivalent to Connie and Steven. Like, the voice of reason, down-to-earth kind of character who wants to, like... who doesn't want to get in the antics but gets roped into it anyway. If I'm ready to like write a Petey fan fiction right now for sure, for real. Trio is greater than duo, just how it works. Exactly. I can imagine these stories with Connie, Steven, and Petey all together, and it would have been the fucking greatest thing, I think. Okay, this is really loud on my end. Give me 1 sec. I know it's part of the stream. People want to be able to hear music just to have a little bit of background. I just had to turn it down a tiny bit. Let's just rewrite the whole show right now. No, that's like a year-long process that I'm gonna have to go through. At a certain point, probably at the end of Gemology, I'll even reach out to some artists who might want to do like rudimentary storyboards for certain episodes. I have this like vision in my head of like a rewrite of the show, and I would do like, you know, storyboard drawings. It'd be fucking awesome. I wish we saw Petey in future. Yeah. Split season 5 into 2 for exactly, yeah. That's one of the big things, I think, because season 5 got so rushed because of the cancellation. What would a Steven Petey fusion be? I think the problem would be called Peven. I don't think we want to see Peven. Or Steedy. Huh. I wish season 5 was just double length like season 1. I read something about why the other seasons were so short, and it was interesting because they greenlit when Cartoon Network would greenlight, you know, season 1 as a whole season. But then they greenlit a second season and then just called it 2 seasons. You know, they greenlit the same number of episodes as season 1 and then just said, well, we're going to call it 2 seasons. And then they did the same thing after season 3. They said, we're greenlighting the same number of episodes as season 1 and we're calling it 2 more seasons. It's kind of like cheating. Just make it sound like it's more. So technically, Steven Universe only had 3 seasons, if you're going by episode count, and like, yeah, very very strange. I don't think the Diamond arc would have been enough for a full 52 episodes. Well, it would have been enough for a good 26 to fill half of a full season 1 length season. Pretty sure Steven Universe was meant to be like 3 seasons, but still 52 episode seasons. Yeah, I think you're right about that, but 4 seasons because they wanted to do the Homeworld shit. Would have been a lot longer. Most TV shows go 2 seasons at a time for greenlighting. I don't think that's true. I think the first 2 seasons, in a lot of cases, especially now that shows are only they're only to like 10 episodes or 13 episodes long. I think that makes sense for like the first 2 seasons. You know, Velma got fucking 2 seasons. God, I've not watched that show and I don't plan to. One more Hey Stinky and I'll stop. Okay, that's fine with me. Hey Stinky will be available when I play games on Twitch. It'll be fine. The denouement of change your mind. What is that phrase? Denouement. I'm looking that up. The denouement of change your mind should have at least been a Steven bomb. I think change your mind could have been like 5 episodes, I think. I'm looking at denouement. Is that how you say that? I don't know. The final resolution. Yeah, I think you're right about that. The final outcome of a novel, play, film, etc. Yeah. The climax. It should have been way long. A Steven bomb would be right. Like 5 episodes for Change Your Mind would have been awesome. Season 5 legit feels like a whole different season by Reunited. Yeah, especially, okay, if you want tonal whiplash, did you ever see that weird video? There's these people who do these videos where they react to the first and last episode of a show. And someone did a video where they reacted to the first episode and the last episode of Steven Universe. First of all, why would you do that to yourself? That sounds horrendous. That's really dumb. Second of all, like, can you imagine the tonal whiplash between Gemglow and Change Your Mind? Man. Season 2 doesn't really have a finale. That's the same idea with the climax of the, or not the climax, them having one big season the same size as season 1 split into 2 seasons. Man, this Skyrim music is loud. I love that vid. It's strange how, or it's shocking how much bro got right though. That's a weird one. I never watched it all the way through, but I watched a little bit of him watching the first one, and I watched a little bit of him watching the last one, and it's like, I don't get why people would do that. It's a weird like clickbait, I think. Okay, we're analyzing Steven Tag. I think it's about time we talk about Steven Tag. Look at Garnet. Look at Garnet Steven. Look at how fucking happy her Steven Sona is. I wanted a cool mech versus the final black fusion. You mean, Obsidian? It would have been nice to see Bismuth Lapis paired up between the beach fight and arriving on Homeworld. Man, there's a lot of things they could have done in future, like epilogue type shit, where they like recapped things that we didn't get to see. I'm really disappointed. Again, future. I have like an infinite number of things to complain about future, and one of them is that they didn't use it to tie up loose ends from the original show. They used it to introduce a new plot arc and then resolve that, kind of. And I think that was a wasted opportunity, because there's so many loose ends in the original show that just never get resolved. We at least, I wish we got at least more insight of what happened between the 2 years between Change Your Mind and the movie. Yeah. I think they had to like do a time skip and like not recap stuff because they made Steven older, because his voice actor was too old. Got too old that the what do you call it? The little kid voice was not easy to do anymore. I wish Zach Callison, okay, hot take, I don't like Zach Callison's voice past like season 3. After season 3, I wish he just let his voice start dropping and make it like naturally Steven's voice was changing. I think that would have been nice. Like Aang in Avatar: The Last Airbender. We needed at least one last Pink Diamond flashback. Yeah, I think one between a single Pale Rose and the one before that would have been nice, I think. What was the one before that? It was them in the moon base, right? I love this. I love Amethyst, Steven. It's so goofy. Aang did that so well. I agree. It's weird to see how Steven kind of Benjamin Buttons in the show. You're exactly right. I could have mentioned it earlier, but Steven's voice in like Gem Glow and Cheeseburger Backpack, a lot of the like early, say like first 10 episodes of the show, his voice is a little lower. Don't you think? I don't know. There was still so much to show during the time skip. I agree. I think the time skip was... I don't know. Time skips are like cheap, easy plugs for plot holes. Like it's an easy way to patch up a plot hole and like make the viewer fill in the gaps themselves. I don't like them all that much. I genuinely thought they recast him in season 1B onward because his voice was so different. Yeah, it's weird. I love this song. What is this from? This is Skyrim. What is the name of the song? This was Solitude. Solitude, Skyrim. This is like an 11-hour Skyrim ambient music playlist, or like a video. It's relaxing music and ambience. It's awesome. Pink Steven could probably solo Goku. Well, we talked about this last stream, is that Uncle Grandpa could solo both of them at the same time. Uncle Grandpa. Maybe Bugs Bunny is like the most overpowered cartoon characters ever. Power scaling is just broken. Nice. Rose's chest, yeah. You think Rose's chest is a boob joke? Sorry, I'm just setting that out. I'm just saying shit and then being silent and waiting for chat to react. Uncle Grandpa versus Bugs Bunny. That's a fight that would just last forever, I think. That's a fight that if you like had an AI, you know, you would have to get an AI to do that, to just animate it constantly forever till the end of time. It would just never end. Nobody would win. I think Uncle Grandpa would give up. Bugs Bunny is relentless. I think Bugs Bunny is like the most powerful cartoon character. Bugs Bunny fucks on Goku for sure. I think the best headcanon that I've heard for the chest in Lion's Mane is that Steven's like jacket was in there. That's pretty much the most believable thing that I've heard. Bugs Bunny versus Roadrunner. I think Roadrunner would run away and it would just be a stalemate. I think Bugs wouldn't care. What is... I don't have a $1 bill on me. I don't have, like, any like, physical cash money. But what's in this seal? I know this is supposed to be, like, the... What is it? The Eye of Providence or whatever? With the pyramid? You know, because all the American government is run by fucking Egyptian mummies. It's true. What's in this side? I'm gonna Google a dollar. What is on the back? Not $100. Oh, it's the presidential seal. Okay. That makes sense. Interesting that they took the snake. This is like the Don't Tread on Me snake. From early United States or like colonial thing. It's the curly Q corkscrew design. That's the same as the Don't Tread on Me flag. I don't know what the name of that is. It's the eagle, yeah. I think the chest was just a detail in her room, not intended to mean anything. Fans latched onto, and it was just a joke response to the show open post time skip. That's a shit excuse, I think. Not on your part. I think if that's actually what happened, that's bullshit. I think it's Chekhov's gun. If you write a story and if you blatantly point out that there's a gun hanging on a mantelpiece, like that gun better fucking go off by the final act, or there's no point in putting it there. It's Chekhov's lion mane chest, and they just didn't follow Chekhov's gun rules. It's a little bit bullshit. What does the join or die snake look like? Join or die. Yeah, okay. I remember seeing this. This is like when they, I'll show it on screen real quick. When, they, open image in new tab. Benjamin Franklin made this. When they were doing the revolution, they had to get all of the colonies to like agree to become separate from the United Kingdom. Otherwise, if just even one stayed part of the United Kingdom, then they would have been crushed, basically. That's some cool revolutionary American Revolution facts. I learned about this. I learned some new things that I didn't know because the school I work at, the classroom I worked in, it was a 4th grade classroom, and they did a American Revolution unit, and they did mention some things that I never I either forgot in my own time in elementary school, or I just never knew. Join or die is crazy, but it's is that a threat? No. No one said that. It sounds like a threat. It implies subtly different but also somewhat similar to the American Revolution. I'm noticing that now. Let's switch back to this. It is like chopped up into segments. Let's look at the Don't Tread on Me snake. I think it's a combination of the both. Let me pull the Gadsden flag. I don't know how to say that out loud. Okay, this is it. It's yeah. It seems like a combination of the two, right? Like it's this symbol mixed with this symbol, so it's this but like chopped up into segments. It's kind of interesting. I'm glad you pointed that out because I only kind of associated it with the "Don't Tread on Me." So it is a bunch of like old American colonial symbolism. It's pretty cool. Subtly different, but also somewhat similar American Revolution. You're actually so right, because it's like the gem revolution. It's a parallel. So very, very interesting, like cool symbolism and like cool foreshadowing in this episode, I think. Even just the dollar bill. I'm glad we paused on this to analyze it. I might end up saying this in a future video if we get a good look at money. I think in the Watermelon Steven episode we get a good look at money. I hear dragons in the background in the Skyrim music. I don't know if that's coming over on the stream. Depiction of the slaughtering of the Sneeple. Yeah, that was the, when the gems arrived on Earth, the biggest threat was Sneeples, so they had to eradicate them. Like, humans stayed around. Humans didn't matter that much. There's a few humans with pointy sticks, and they killed a couple gems, but they, those guys were fine. They made an alliance. I have this, one of the rewrite pieces that I want to do in, for this show is, like, the biggest thing I want to do is separate Pink Diamond and Rose Quartz into two different characters. Two different, like, separate entities that interact. And one of the things is that Pink Diamond's going to be, like, this horribly evil, tyrannical leader. And she's gonna... The reason there's all these arenas and stuff are, like, built around Earth is because she sees the concept of blood sports from humans, and is like immensely satisfied by that. That's also an origin for Lion, because Lion gets killed during one of these blood sport matches, and then Rose Quartz resurrects him and stuff. It would be pretty fucking awesome, I think. But yeah, Rose Quartz, one of the things is during one of these blood sport matches where she's, like, assigned to kill a bunch of, like, humans or animals or whatever. I think she kills Lion and then resurrects him. She revolts during her match. She as a Quartz, she was made to fight, but there are no wars to fight on Earth, so she's just thrown into arena to, like, fight gems and fight other Earthlings. I think the Pink is Rose twist is the best part of the show. I don't know. I think it could be from a different part. I never saw it as a twist because everyone was predicting it so much that it was like, oh, I know it's coming kind of thing. I think the two characters would have been cool if they were, like, different. Maybe I'm alone in that, but I don't know. A human can certainly beat a gem if given training and equipment. Yeah, if they had, like, a good weapon and some good armor, I think a human could beat a gem. Also, if you had a gun, you could beat a gem. Like, one shot from a 9mm would probably do it. Lion was alive for the colonization of Chesapeake. I don't know how true that is. I don't know when William Dewey was alive. Also, I'm realizing that Buck is, a nickname for William, weirdly enough. That's a strange name to like shorten. This is like from William to Buck. Isn't that kind of odd? Am I wrong on that? Am I stupid? Am I like... Hold on. I know William to Bill. Like, I have an uncle named Bill, but his full name is William. Dewey left Delmarva and met Living Lion and Rose in the Sahara. Maybe Buck isn't short for anything and I'm just going crazy. Oop. Whoa, gray alien, real. This is not the last like gray alien Martian that we see in this show. Send $50 to Name Explain, and then he can flesh out the logic for that one for us all. It's probably done already. I think William gets shortened into the most like different different names, because I've seen William shortened to Bill, I've seen it short to Billy, to Will, to Willie, to Liam. Oddly enough, I have relatives that all have those names. I have a, not Will, of all the names, Will is not one of them. I had an uncle named Bill. I had an uncle named Willie. I have a cousin named Liam. It's weird. I don't know. It's like having an ancestor named Tiberius. I know someone in real life named Tiberius, but he's trans and got to pick his name, which I think, like, that is probably the most badass name to choose. Fucking awesome. Is Bigfoot a gem monster? YN. Y/N. Never made the William Liam connection before. It is strange because I've known Liams that are not short for anything, but I've also known Liams that are short for William. James Tyrone Kirk. What is the T in James T. Kirk? Or is it just T? Is it like Homer J. Simpson, where the J is short for J? James Tiberius Kirk. Okay. Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster are gem monsters for sure. I agree. Is this Homeworld? Is this... Wait. Hold the freaking phone. No, this is probably Jupiter. But imagine... if you could put a telescope on Homeworld from Earth and like see it in its full clarity, you would probably see it before any gems were colonizing it, because it would be like millions of years in the past, you know? Billions of years in the past. Can you imagine? Okay, we could have seen a shot of Homeworld. I know there's no telescopes powerful enough to see like exoplanets, especially not ones in other galaxies. But if you could get a telescope on Homeworld from Earth, it would probably look like a normal intact planet with no creatures on it. Unless we're believing that like the diamonds are as old as the universe. I'm no astrophysicist, at least not professionally, but I know these things. One moment. Isn't Homeworld like millions, if not billions, of light years away? Yeah, because it's in a different galaxy. In one of the Barn episodes, Garnet tells Peridot, like, you can see Homeworld's galaxy from here. So that implies different galaxy. I don't know what other like galaxies there are. I know there's like more galaxies than stars in the sky, as far as I know. Maybe I'm wrong in that, but I don't know. How big is the Diamond Empire? We can probably speculate that on that all day, but there were only 16 galaxy warps on the Earth galaxy warp pad thing. 16 warp pads on the Earth galaxy warp. So I would say 16 main colonies, including Homeworld. Have you seen that video of Dee Dee Magno Hall singing the Family Guy theme song? No, and I'm looking that up right the fuck now, because if you're lying to me, I'm gonna drive a tank through your living room. I know about the rap. I know about the Pearl's secret rap career, though. Oh, shit! 5 years ago? Are you joking me? Are you joking me? We are listening to this. One moment.
There's a family.
Wait, let's pull this up.
Lucky there's a family guy. Lucky there's a man who positively.
What is this
can do
from?
All the things that made us laugh and cry. He's our family guy.
That's so good! Holy shit. Thank you for introducing me to Pearl singing Family Guy theme. Holy fuck. That's the greatest thing I've seen all day, genuinely. Steven, the horse is here. Goddamn. Let me get that Skyrim music playing again. We're gonna... Okay, I said this before. We're going to... at the end of the YouTube stream, when I get to the point, I'm gonna end the YouTube stream, and then if people want to come to Twitch, I'm gonna do the Steven Universe bracket fight, like every song, every music part of the bracket fight, because what do you call it? I wasn't able to do that last week. I wanted to do we were doing the bracket fights for like the different characters and different fusions, and I found the what's the best song in the show one. And I'm like, well, if I do this on YouTube, I'm gonna get my fucking channel deleted because of copyright. Someone made an animatic of Other Friends with Peter. Someone did a AI Peter voice over It's Over, Isn't It? And just like animated Peter on the balcony in Empire City. It was very strange. I won't play that one again on YouTube because it's because of copyright and all that. Now I got the fucking Family Guy theme song stuck in my head. Also, I think Pearl's voice actress is the only one that we don't have a recording of her saying fuck. Of the crystal gems. Because Amethyst, we all know this. If you don't know this, let me tell you, Amethyst's voice actress before Steven Universe was in Grand Theft Auto 5 as a pedestrian NPC. And you can find her in, like, and she'd be, like, on the phone, like, screaming, fuck you, and stuff like that. And it's like, you're an asshole kind of thing. I don't know. Sorry. Jesus. Allergy seasons or whatever. This is one of my favorite frames in the whole show. Look at the fucking detail. This reminds me of one of those old, like, SpongeBob, the close-up faces in early SpongeBob. Pearl simply can't swear. Estelle said fuck. Well, Estelle, I'm sure she did. Yeah. I think Michaela Dietz would be the one type to swear. I don't know how much the like restream thing that I'm using is adding a lot of delay to the chat, unfortunately. I'm seeing like a big delay on YouTube side. Someone said it's like 15 seconds or something. Like 15-second difference between Twitch and YouTube. That's crazy. I'm testing it. Let me count it. No, I think both of them have a lot of delay. Shit, that's lame. I'm gonna fix that for next time, but it's just chat seems a little bit slower because I can't respond as quickly. Doesn't seem like she'd like to swear. I don't know. Let's play some Amethyst, fucking, yeah, Amethyst and GTA voice lines. There's a compilation I think put to, yeah, a compilation put to Steven Universe clips. So let's do that real quick. Did I pause the wrong thing? What's going on here? Okay, never mind. I'm fine. Pause the freaking Skyrim music real quick. We're gonna watch Amethyst swearing.
I wish they did tours like this in the hood. Fuck! Your ass is awfully fat to be swinging around like that. You look awesome. Girl, don't even think of stopping my moves with your fat ass. Hell no. I want you so bad, baby. I want you now.
Oh no.
I love your car. They taught me this in the third grade. I grew up in East SA, fool. Shit! I remember
Shit!
So
This is crazy. Don't ruin her voice to me. Listen, I've been hearing her voice before. When did GTA come out? GTA 5. It came out, what, 2012? Later than that, right? Am I dumb? I don't know.
hard to lose weight. Yoga and shit. Oh, baby, you know all of me is waiting for you.
Oh, God. No. Shit. This really doesn't seem like her. I don't know what... It doesn't seem like Amethyst? Or it doesn't seem like the voice actress. I don't know if you... Do you know her personally? I don't think, like, a voice actress's personality dictates what jobs they take. You know? Maybe to an extent, but, what do they call it? Like, you're just gonna... they're gonna take jobs if they're gonna get paid. I don't know. Amethyst would be the one to swear. Amethyst should be the character that's allowed to swear. If Amethyst, okay, I've heard the idea that perhaps when Lars of the Stars happens, it's gonna be like a an Adventure Time, not Distant Lands, Fiona and Cake thing where it's a little bit aged up for teenagers, like late teenagers, you know. If Amethyst returns in that show, she's going to be saying damn and hell and ass like a lot, I swear to God. If they decide to go that route, which would be fucking awesome if they did. Let's listen to more of this.
Girl, your ass is like a water buffalo.
I'm sorry. What? Your ass is like a water buffalo. Hello?
Oh, you know what that does to me. Fat ass.
I can't. I cannot. Okay.
I got eyes on that guy, and I don't need your fat ass getting in the way. Damn, look over there. That's Slut Luli. Remember her? She's a fucking tank now. You can go.
She's a fucking tank now. That's so true. I've just been used to her in animated shows, not really anything else. I think that's the problem, is that she is absolutely the one to swear, but you just don't know it because, yeah, I don't know. Let's listen to more.
I'm for a ride anytime you like. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Okay, there's one clip, and I'm gonna use it. Let's see.
Stupid ass fool.
There's one Amethyst voice line that I really want to use at a certain point in Gemology. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Suing your ass for $1 million. Fine, fat ass. Let's see what else you can swing. Oh shit. Oh god. Asshole. I don't have to take shit from some car-wrecking fool. Shit, man. Motherfuck. Shit, you got some kind of problem?
Motherfuck.
You're an ass.
I'll fight you and show you how bad I am.
Wouldn't you rather have my body instead?
I have no words. I'm running out of words to say.
Shouldn't fuck with an East SA girl. I'm too fat for you. Come on, baby. I've learned some tricks to make you feel good. Then he said I was his rock fool.
Okay, there's a line from this pedestrian character in GTA 5 where she says, like, I haven't lost any weight. I've been doing yoga and shit. I need to be able to find that one at some point. Not gonna lie, I can see Amethyst saying these things. Yeah, I think that's the point why they put her voice with the put that character's voice with Amethyst clips. Pretty fucking awesome. I gotta find what else has she been in? I'm gonna do a little bit of sleuthing on like IMDb. IMDb.com. I do this occasionally. It's like stalking, but it's fine. Whoa, there's a second season of Fallout? Hell yeah. I like Fallout show. Who's here has seen the Fallout show? Weird question. I think anything recent. Oh, she was in Starfield? I don't know what character that is. I own Starfield, and I haven't played it in forever because that game blows. Oh, yeah, she is in a lot of animated things. She was actually in Family Guy. Hell yeah. For like one episode. Usually use TV tropes for stalking like this. Yeah. I think TV tropes has been a... IMDb is like a better tool for like drawing connections between shows and people. She was... Okay, Vondell was right. She was in Barney. What the hell? What was she in Barney? There's a lot. Holy fuck. Riff. I don't know nothing about Barney, but if you've seen Barney and you know who Riff is, that was her. When she was in her fucking like 20s. Barney, GTA, Molly McGee. I haven't seen Molly McGee. I've heard good things about it. I keep seeing, I made this point, and I'll make this point in a future video. I keep seeing recommendations for, like, Western animated shows, and I don't know, none of them seem to interest me. They're either gimmicky, or, I don't know, or they just seem childish in a weird way. Here I am talking about, literal kids show. I don't know. I look at Steven Universe and I don't see it as being made for children. Cuz I see it as like there's more to it than just being a kids show. But maybe I'm wrong about that for other shows that I just haven't been interested in. I got my soda here. If any of you guys know Casey's, it's a Midwest gas station chain. They have a flavor of Mountain Dew called Overdrive. It's pretty good. It aged better than a lot of shows. I agree. I don't need to watch Molly McGee. I need to eat food, drink water, and have a roof over my head, but I will probably watch Molly McGee at some point. I think I'm allergic to the word should, because as soon as someone says I should do something, I get like defensive. I don't know what that is about me. Like, you should watch Molly McGee, or you should watch Owl House, or you should play Save the Light, and I just haven't done any of those things. I don't know. No idea why that is about me. I should train myself. Casey's goated? Hell yes. I went to Casey's, I was like, oh, what do I want for dinner? I could make something, but I do have a stream coming up, so I'm just gonna go to Casey's and eat a slice of fucking Casey's za. And get an Overdrive. It's good. I had a job at one of those a couple of years back. Just not... It wasn't terrible. In terms of jobs that I've had, working at a gas station is not the worst that I've done. I'm really glad I wasn't working in the fucking kitchen, though. I hate food service. I will never, ever in my fucking life do food service ever again. I should have games... Okay. I should have games if I have Twitch. I don't have the Save the Light. I actually have copies from the Internet Archive, but I haven't played them yet. Someday I'll get to them. Their pizza is okay, but their chicken is pretty good. The chicken, you can actually buy their chicken at the station. I've learned this. They have them in frozen bags, and you can just heat them at home. It's pretty good. I'll probably get some of those myself. All right, let's read. We're gonna do a read through of the Keep Each City Weird blog as well. Also, Koala Princess gets referenced in the blog. Are you an idiot? Koala Princess has some of the best writing and animation of any show ever made anywhere. I know there's a lot of dumb Soul Blaster fans here who can't appreciate that, and they should be banned. Why do what's this defensiveness? Defensiveness of one show versus another. Like, just enjoy both. It's like people coming into my chat. They don't do this, but imagine someone coming into comments of Gemology's like, "Oh, Steven Universe sucks because Adventure Time is so much better." It's like both shows exist. I don't know. This is weird. I'm ranting about something that doesn't mean anything. It's Koala Princess. Moron. There's no L in Chinese. So in this world, either this person's a moron, like he's accusing the other person of, or Japan or anime is made in China in this universe. I don't know. How can you still watch that garbage? It's been worthless ever since they changed the designs. Miraculous Ladybug. There you go. Are you happy that I said it? Lol, you dumb. Koala Princess is in OKKO. Is that what this is a reference to? Because OKKO was it was being like early preparation during the first season of Steven Universe, and the Steven Universe and OKKO pilots aired at the same time on Cartoon Network. So it could, yeah, I believe it. Okay, do you guys want to read Keep Each City Weird? We can go on the Tumblr like right now. Tumblr is one of those websites. So I went to keepeachcityweird.blog because that's what my fucking browser autocorrects to me now. Okay. Tumblr. Keep Each City Weird. Let's start at the very fucking bottom of this blog, and we'll go in chronological order. Did you know, fun fact, did you know that Keep Each City Weird, the blog existed before the first episode of the show aired? What was this? This was September 19th, 2013, a little bit before the show. I thought you owned the domain. Yeah, I do own the domain. keepeachcityweird.blog. If I wanted to, I could redirect it to this stream, but for now, it's redirecting to the Keep Each City Weird video. Greetings, citizen of Earth and other dimensions that can interpret HTML waveforms. I wish I could do a Ronaldo. Let me think. What is Ronaldo's voice like? Keep Each City Weird. No, I can't do it. It's like trying to imitate like an Ed and Eddie voice. There's no way. Did you ever think of yourself that just perhaps behind the veil of normality lies something else, something fantastic, something intriguing, something beguiling, something weird? I'm but a humble truth teller, and mine eyes have seen weirdness. I own beloved town. My own beloved town is home to so much weirdness that it would make your head spin right off your spinal column as if it were a simple pinwheel. Or maybe your head is spinning already, question mark? I know that I may not have the ability to perceive weirdness in all forms, but I must try to report it. Join me as I uncover weird in all its forms. Welcome to the truth. Bite the hand that feeds. A truth seeker. Who could it be? Someone at work talked about fun nerd facts, and I said that any fact is fun for a nerd, and then they called me a nerd. That sounds about right. Your work environment seems like an entertaining place to be. You've told me a lot of like fun people there and a lot of weird people there. Astral projections on the boardwalk. Astral projection, the ability to travel outside your physical body and into other planes of existence. This metaphysical practice has been used by shamans, witches, and even the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Okay, FDR confirmed canon in Steven Universe. If Key Beach City Weird blog is canon, which it's like middle of the ground canon. I don't know. FDR, because polio had confined him to a wheelchair, FDR would use astral projection to attend meetings with foreign leaders or go to the bathroom, sometimes both. I decided to try astral projecting myself during my lunch break at the fry shop. I figured 15 minutes was all the time I needed to travel to another dimension. I went into the supply closet, laid down on the floor, and meditated, concentrating on a single point in space, which happened to be an industrial-sized jar of ketchup. So he fucking astral projected himself into ketchup. Wow. Not a jar, a can. He says a jar. Okay. I began to feel lightheaded. Before I knew it, I was floating above my body. Amazing! I walked out onto the boardwalk in my new astral form. And you know what the weird thing was? Nobody even said hello to me. I was completely invisible. I mean, usually nobody really notices me, but this was a different kind of not being noticed. This was not being noticed on another plane of existence, so I didn't feel bad about it. A Democrat confirmed. True. Anyway, after being ignored in the arcade and fish stew pizza, I got bored and I went back to the fry stop to re-merge with my body. My little brother was yelling about me leaving the gas on at the grill station. I was gonna read gas station. Something about fumes everywhere and making Dad pass out. I wasn't really paying attention. I was too dizzy with the excitement that I had astral projected. Cool blog. There's a lot of stuff happening before freaking the first episode of the show. Or before Ronaldo shows up in the show for the first time. Man, I'm glad he put a picture of ketchup in case I didn't understand it. Vampire spaceship. So these people... Wait, okay, Twilight is canon to Steven Universe. Neat. Let's just assume that we can assume that all of this blog is canon for the sake of funny. World War II didn't happen. Prove it? That's what I want to know, is how do we know that? Other than writers saying it somewhere in like a con. If it's not part of the show, I think it did happen. I've talked about this before. If it's not mentioned in the show, I believe that whatever details those are, they're just not relevant. As far as we can decide, World War II did happen. I don't think FDR would be in office if it wasn't happening. Twitter post? Yeah, Twitter is not the show. Oh boy, last Monday, something crazy weird happened in Beach City. The sky turned blood red. Oh, this is a reference to the red eye. Winds kicked up so high that my dad's car flipped over and a giant eyeball thingy was in the sky. My little brother blamed global warming for the storm, but I knew the truth. It all goes back to the year 1969 when man first walked on the moon. That also means JFK and Richard Nixon were canon presidents. Maybe. JFK was the Apollo guy. He pushed that forward. And Neil Armstrong. And Twilight. I forget what is his name? Edward? What is the actor's name? I don't know. Him and Buzz Aldrin encountered the moon base. What if they had to cover that up? That would have been crazy. You see, some people think that the moon landing was faked, but we know that's ridiculous. Get it through your head, conspiracy wackos. Oh! He missed an opportunity to call them weirdos. And also the pot calling the kettle black, you know? It's a goofy, it's intentional. We went to the moon and we did it to get rid of vampires. I'm not talking about dumb Twilight vampires. I'm talking real vampires. Count fucking Chocula. Confirmed canon in the Steven universe. If My Chemical Romance is canon, then 9/11 happened because that's what inspired Gerard start pursuing his music. Wow. I did not know that. That is insane. I don't know if My Chemical Romance exists in Steven Universe. The wild 1960s had left America with an overabundance of vampires. So I think those were just stoners. I don't know. I could be wrong. So on July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin dumped a bunch of Dracula possessive into the Sea of Tranquility and hightailed it back to the pale blue dot. But the vampires were smart, and they repurposed the Apollo 11 landing module into a vampire spaceship and were coming back to Earth. Okay, not only Sneeple are part of Ronaldo's headcanon, real life in-universe headcanon, but vampires as well. But why did the vampire spaceship come to Beach City? Well, yours truly had been working on a garlic French fry recipe to ward off said Draculas, not possessive. I bet that vampire spaceship caught wind of my plan and tried to sabotage me. Nice try, space vampires. He didn't mention the fact that the big fucking laser cannon evaporated the red eye. I don't know. Moon landing happening mightn't. I've never seen mightn't, but true. Mightn't mean same astronauts and presidents on our timeline necessarily, but we do have confirmation that FDR on the toilet, no less. Yeah, okay. A fish called Weird. Rose killed Kennedy. I don't know. I think Garnet killed Kennedy. I think Garnet shot a gauntlet rocket at the fucking car and it exploded. Or he got attacked by a gem monster. Ronaldo grows up to found a cult of personality religion. 9/11 means My Chemical Romance means Twilight means 50 Shades of Grey. Is Twilight My Chemical Romance? Is that what that... Is that how that ended up happening? So 50 Shades of Grey is a indirect result of 9/11? Hello? Am I living in the parody dimension? The answer is yes. I am living in the parody dimension. This is the parody timeline. Welcome to Keep Beach City Weird, where I document all that is weird in Beach City. Unfortunately, the old BC has been pretty quiet this week. Oh, except for the fact that I talked to a fish. This was Cheeseburger Backpack, so nothing actually happened in Beach City during this episode. Wait, I wish I were a fish, because if fishes have a better life than people, and fish tanks can't be tapped by the government. They sure can. My Chemical Romance is in the Twilight films. Okay, so indirect confirmation, half 50%. I mean, Schrodinger's canon, you know, could be canon, it could not be, that 9/11 did happen in Steven Universe, and Garnet knew about it because she has future vision and didn't do anything to stop it. Okay. Confirmed. Half-Life 3 confirmed. There is this fish aquarium store on the boardwalk with, confirmation of fish store on the boardwalk. With all sorts of fish and stuff in the window. And every day I walk by, this one betta fish, I don't know, totally looks at me, I swear. Like double space. 4 spaces. Okay. So today, when the shopkeeper wasn't looking, I talked to the fish. I asked it if it was watching me. The fish bobbed up and down, yes. Amazing. Then I asked if she were put there as part of a botched government experiment to transplant human consciousness into marine life for underwater espionage. And she bobbed, yes. Is this an American Dad reference? Am I wrong? Is this Klaus from American Dad, also voiced by D. Bradley Baker, who also voiced Centipedal and Lion? It's all connected, man. It's all connected by D. Bradley Baker and 9/11. I want to see real quick, how far behind is the YouTube stream? It's not that far. I think there's a lot of, if you're behind, there might be a button to like, or either like refresh, or I feel like chat is falling behind. I don't know, maybe I'm going crazy. They got chased away by the shopkeeper for scaring the hermit crabs. As if that's a thing you can do. Can you scare a hermit crab? Is this real? James Pond? Hold on. James Pond. I'm playing with... It's fucking real? Hello? Oh, God. Wait. Hold on. James Pond, underwater agent. It's not just like a parody. Wild. Occasionally need to drag the play bar back up to present. That's so odd. Twitch is behind? Weird. I'm gonna try to fix the latency issues for next stream. When I switch over to do the bracket fight in a little bit, I will for sure... I think it'll be fixed because I'll just be streaming to Twitch at that point. James Pond has to solve puzzles and defeat the enemy, and the gameplay revolves around finding objects to perform specific tasks such as keys to rescue captured lobsters or sponges to bung up the holes in leak. Okay, that's where bung hole comes. I don't know. Leaking oil tankers. James was also fire bubbles at his enemies to trap them before popping them to finish them off. This didn't explain at all how the game plays. Very, very bad gameplay synopsis. Like, is it a platformer? Is it a shoot 'em up? Is it a... I don't know. Here's a thing. Very strange. We'll play this on stream one day. Weird. Okay, I'm gonna read like a couple more Keep Each City Weird posts. And then I kind of want to do the bracket fight. I need to get that fish back into a human body. I'm going to have to break her free. Hey, Stinky. Thank you for the Hey, Stinky. I'm going to have to break her free or buy her, although I spent a lot of money on replica swords at Delmarva Con. So breaking her free might be my only option. Is that the Bloodstone sword? Is that what is that what he's talking about? Maybe. By the way, the sword is from the OAV Beautiful Satan Girlfriend. Satan confirmed. Christianity confirmed. Or Judaism, or like any Abrahamic religion. Beautiful Satan Girlfriend 100% sounds like a real anime. James Bond is a game. James Bond is a book series and a movie series. I don't know if I want to click this. I know Tumblr doesn't have not safe for work stuff anymore, but if I click Beautiful Satan Girlfriend, I feel like it would take me to something very strange. Okay. Firefly confirmed for Steven Universe. It's real. Firefly. Hell yeah. Okay. The other day, my little bro Petey was being all serious about life, and this is a Frybo reference. Petey was being all serious about life and our jobs at the fry shop. I think he's tired of wearing that fry costume. Pretty sure he just wants to work the deep fryer like me. I'm like, bro, if you want this job, you can have it. I got bigger plans. I'm gonna have a TV show. Eerie TV. You know that science fiction cable channel Eerie TV? They're pretty new, so all they do is rerun Firefly all day. I actually would watch that channel. That's pretty good. Cool by me, but they need some weird original programming. Like the History Channel. That's where my show comes in. Keep Your City Weird. It's called Keep Your City Weird, and it's all about me traveling to different cities and exploring what's weird about them. This is just Tom Scott, but Ronaldo. I would watch this, genuinely. Maybe Firefly was finished in Steven Universe. How can Christianity exist in this universe? Wouldn't gems be there for that? I think, yeah, you're kind of right. I think Judaism could have existed, but past that, yeah, I don't know. We're learning a lot about, the canon of Steven Universe, assuming that this blog is canon. It's official media, so it could be. Again, Twitter posts from writers is not official media. It's called Keep Your City Weird. I shot them a pilot for it and burned it to DVD and sent it to Erie. Pretty sure they're gonna love it. I skipped work to mail the DVD and ran into a little trouble. The man was all, I can't send this without a return address. And I was all, the government can't know my location, you dummy. Bro. The government assigned your address to that building. And then he was all, my boss Barbara's gonna be mad. You actually can send letters without a return address. They just get destroyed if they get returned. I think. The gems crucified Jesus? There's no way. That's... if the gems were on the side of the Romans, I don't know. I don't know what to think. As if the government cared. I don't think the government cares about fucking anything in this show at all. She's out getting a panini, but if she finds out, blah, 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 so I had to give up. I'll just upload it or something. Anyways, when I got back to work, the fry shop was a mess, and my dad and Petey were crying and hugging each other. I don't know what happened. Emotions, man. Now, that's really weird. That's why Ronaldo didn't show up in Frybo, apparently, is because he was out trying to mail something and arguing with Jamie about fucking return addresses. Can you mail something without a return address? Let's Google that. Can you send a letter without a return? Without a return address. Not Canada. If I send an anonymous letter by USPS without a return address, yes, because there's a postmark on the letter. Okay, that's all you need. So, Ronaldo's fucking wrong. Jamie lied to him. Moving on. Well, I'll do one more, and then I kind of really want to do the bracket fight. Steven's fingers, what? Whoa, what is this from? Cat fingers? Who knew? I talked about that during that episode. He was in the episode in the background? I don't believe he was. I don't know. Ronaldo wasn't in Freibo, was he? He was in the background in, oh, what was it? Yeah, he was. You're right. He was in there for like one shot. But he wasn't in there for most of it. Don't you get junk mail? Yeah, junk mail usually has return addresses on it. This blog can't be canon because it breaks the Steven perspective. I don't... that only applies to the show, right? The gems are like that order in Dune that implants prophecies and cultures. I go back to that Star Trek: The Next Generation episode where they find out that like all the humanoid aliens out there are like this DNA planted by some kind of ancient alien civilization that all of the DNA would eventually evolve into a humanoid something or other. Wait, what? Okay. EVP recording. More weird stuff's happening in Beach City. The other day I was in my bathroom trying to get some EVP recordings. I long suspected the bathroom to be the hub of many paranormal going-ons. That's not how you... It's goings on. So I had my microphone turned way up to see if I could pick any cross-dimensional chatter. That's when this super loud screech came out of nowhere. It was so loud it shook my whole house and broke my earphones and my ears. Luckily, I got it recorded. Take a listen. It's definitely from out of this world. Is this the let me think. What happened right after? What happened right after Cat Fingers? I'm stupid. I talked about all of these episodes. Hold on. Wait, let me pause the Skyrim music. Or I'll just mute it for a sec. Let's turn this up so you can hear the funny Ronaldo sounds. Okay, this is Bubble Buddies. This is the screech from the worm gem monster. Sorry, that was probably really loud. I'm really sorry. I saw it like peaking my fucking... I know the idea was that Ronaldo had it. It's not the Wailing Stone. The Wailing Stone happened way later. This was the gem monster that Connie and Steven fought at the end of Bubble Buddies. It's the worm. Let me turn it back down. Let me bring the Skyrim music back. It wasn't that loud. It was just peaking on OBS. I was a little afraid that it was too loud. Whoa, it's him. Wait. Okay, I did these ones on the Tiger Millionaire episode. Just snapping a quick selfie before my batch tonight at Beach City Underground, since I pinned Tommy 10 Fingers last week. The Loch Ness blogster finally getting his big main event push against one of the company's top heels. Don't worry about yours truly getting hurt, though. We all know wrestling is just pretend. I take it back. Wrestling is very real. Purple Puma totally buried me tonight. I didn't even get to use my signature move, the headlock. That's actually cool. That's a clever name. Let's face it. I'm just going to be a mid-card jobber for the rest of my life. At least I'm a champion where it counts. The internet. He's a micro-celebrity like me. The best kind of celebrity. I enjoy this scale at this moment in terms of like my current popularity on the internet. It's this perfect level where I can just exist, I can do my thing, and there's not like a million haters out there, you know? Ronaldo 100% doesn't own a gun? Dale would simply shoot him. Wow. Are we talking Dale? Let me read back. Ronaldo Fryman versus Dale Gribble. Yeah, Dale would shoot him for sure. Ronaldo would try to, like, psychic blast him or, like, use a fake replica katana. What gem do you think you could beat in a fight? Oh, weird one. Do I want to ever make this a living? That's kind of the idea. Eventually it will become... It'll pick up at some point, I'm sure, with just the way that I'm doing it every week. Ideally, I would want to... I don't want to become rich off of it, but I want to get enough money that I don't have to do a full-time job. I think that would be nice. Someday. I feel like I'd have to expand to more stuff than just Steven Universe, especially when I get to the end. I could beat the Pebbles. I will be honored to be your first hater. You're fine. I've already had haters before. There's just not a lot of them. Like, there's such a small number of them that I can ignore them really easily. Dale's a little more serious when it comes to the weird conspiracy stuff. He's a little more like libertarian, anti-government kind of thing. I was fooled yesterday. Fooled into thinking Steven had an invisible pet lion. I'm so stupid. I like to think of myself as a skeptical free thinker, so I'm surprised I believed in such a silly idea. Okay, guy. Sure. Why is it double space? That's so antiquated. Antiquated? Yeah, that's the word. In other news, Steven might be pregnant. Haven't been able to get him to take a pregger test yet. But I did snap a pic of him eating pizza. Could it be a baby bump? Steven's pregnant? I love the Steven's pregnant line so much. I think that's Ronaldo at his best, when he's like a side character that's there as a vehicle for funny jokes. As a vehicle and as a parody character. If he's getting his own episode, it's not that great. Teens of Rage. Someone broke Teens of Rage. That was Garnet, if anyone remembers this. Ask Jess. Teens of Rage was my favorite game. I'm so full of some kind of emotion. Anger! Sorry, I had to scream that one because he's probably... I have to roleplay a little bit. No, anger isn't the right word. Something like... But something like anger. Rage? Full of rage? Hello? You're looking right at it. Funland had the only Teens of Rage cabinet in all of Delmarva. I guess I'll have to start playing Virtua Teens of Rage. By Carpcom. Virtua Teens of Rage is a crappy 3D version of the original Teens of Rage made to compete with modern fighters, but it looked like butt. Butts are confirmed in Steven Universe. More like Crapcom. What they did this whole thing. They made 3D models and shit just to do like a funny fake screenshot? Or is this Street Fighter that they just like put custom names over? I don't know. I don't want to be dramatic, but my life is over. Rip all video games ever. Streets of Rage. Yeah, Streets of Rage is a Sega game. But it's Carpcom because it's fish. I don't know. Fish reference. What is this? The classic legend of the Beach City Carney Graveyard. Back in the 30s, the country passed a law banning circus folk from being buried amongst regular folk. Okay, confirmed in America there's racism against carnies. So circus folk found a plot of land where they could bury their loved ones with respect, or in the case of the clowns, shove all them into one coffin. Good visual. Anyway, it's rumored that lots of famous acts buried here right by the boardwalk. Acts like Lucy the Lemon. Man, this is photoshopped for sure. And the Twin Twins. And the greatest oddity of them all, the 1929 Beach County Jewish basketball team. They're all just Jewish. Okay, Judaism confirmed. I'm telling you. This is more like black and white, literally. The location of the Carney Graveyard was secret, but I figured out our local carnival owner, Mr. Smiley, might know of its whereabouts. Will Mr. Smiley have to be buried in the Carney Graveyard since, did they repeal that law? Not all bigotry is racism. It's kind of racism. I mean, clowns are a race, right? The location of the Carney Graveyard was secret, but I figured our local carnival owner... Wait, I already read that part. Unfortunately, when I asked him, he gave me the old, "What is wrong with you, and why do you think I would know where a bunch of dead clowns are buried?" routine. But it all confirmed my suspicion that the Carney Graveyard definitely exists, and one day I'll find it. It's not that it's not real, chat. It's that they're trying to cover it up. You just gotta know that. Religion is a thing in Steven Universe, the more you know. I already talked about that. The Jewish, they're Jewish. Unless they're ethnically Jewish and that's it. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna stop with the Keep Beach City Weird there. I really do want to do that the bracket fight though. Religion doesn't exist in Steven Universe because they don't celebrate any sort of holiday. I don't think that's true. I think the only reason they don't celebrate a holiday is because they didn't want to make... That's their excuse to not make a Halloween special and a Christmas special that fucking every show is supposed to make according to networks. That is absolutely the case. That they made this excuse that there is no Christmas or Halloween for the sole reason that they didn't want the show to have a Christmas and Halloween special. The absence of something doesn't prove that it doesn't exist. There was a snowing episode. Yeah, there was a filler episode called Winter Forecast that... Yeah. I'll do more Keep Beach City Weird next stream. I think I will, but for now, I will give a link. Let's see. The bracket fight will be happening on Twitch. That will be coming up immediately. So if you want to go there, if you want to come, I'll leave that in chat. If you want to go there to enjoy the music, and we'll be ranking and rating the soundtrack. It will be happening on Twitch, so my YouTube channel doesn't get nuked. Vondella's here. V Swain, how's it going? There's like a 30-second stream lag. That's the thing. When I end the YouTube stream,
Nice.
I will be I'll be closing it out. I'll restart the stream, and hopefully the delay will be fixed. I'm gonna try to get that delay. There was a setting that I could enable. I didn't enable it in time to fix the delay. So I'm gonna get that working. I'm gonna turn the stream off and turn it back on, and the delay should be gone, I think. I'm like watching for it to catch up. I don't know what the deal is with the with it catching up. I'll hit BRB so I know when the delay is. Okay. I will return.